everybody. So today, I'm hoping you can hear me. I am going to be working with a client's horse. Her name is Bunny, and she is extremely skittish. She is really watchy, really flinchy. She's had some really good training. She was broke really well, but was kind of picked on by other horses, and so she's become really skitty, and doesn't really trust people, doesn't trust other horses. Like you barely move your hand or anything like that. She kind of freaks out. She's hard to catch. When you ride her, she runs through the bit, and she just isn't. She's just not safe. She's pretty dangerous to ride as far as being bomb-proof or anything like that. So today, what we're gonna do is this is my first time working her in the round pen. I have worked her on a lunge line. I have worked her in the arena. And then when I was out catching her in the pasture, basically was round penning her in a 2-acre pasture, which was crazy. So she's kind of knows a little bit of the basics from when we've lunged her and stuff like that, doing lunging for respect and stuff like that. So, but I just feel like she's a different horse when you don't have the halter on her, and she's worse when she doesn't have the halter on. And sometimes I feel like you kind of got to get them to trust you no matter what they've got going on. I want them to be the same horse whether they've got a halter on in the pasture or when you're riding them. I just want them to be the same horse. So I think with her, we're gonna just round pen her, start getting some respect, start getting her to trust me a little bit, and then we are going to desensitize her. I've got a bunch of like grocery bags, got a bunch of plastic sacks, I've got a tarp. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the round penning, and then we're gonna tie the bags all over without the saddle. And then as she gets used to that, then we will tie the bags all over the saddle that's on her and round pen her with that and just get her used to scary things. And then probably what I'll do is I'll start taking her around this farm right here and just lunging her for respect, doing ascending exercise, get her moving her feet and get her really paying attention to me. I think that's going to do her a lot of good. But right now, today, we just got to start with round penning. So I'm going to try and video all the times I work with her, because I'd like to show a little bit of a journey with her. And unfortunately, I've worked with her a couple times before this and haven't been able to get it on video, but I hope this is working. I've just got my phone, so I'm not a professional by any means on video camera, but we'll at least show you something. Anyway, so we'll just start off with round penning her, getting her to respect me, getting her to trust me, you know, as we go along, in the comments below, you guys can post any questions you have, anything you're wondering of why I'm doing things. I'll try and explain things as I go. I just don't know if my phone's going to pick it up. Next time I'll probably get my video camera out, and that'll kind of pick up sound a little bit better, but we'll try that, get going, and hopefully we can make this a really cool little journey collection of videos for Bunny, and see where she ends up. So hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. So I'm going to start by sending her to the right. Okay, Bunny. Good girl. She kind of has it figured out. I think the previous owner who actually broke her did some round penning with her. I'm going to get her up. I really want this horse to be bomb-proof, calm. I want her to know that when I come out to the pasture, I'm not going to hurt her. I want her to trust me. And the only way to get a horse's trust is to gain their respect as well. I want to get her going, really get her moving her feet. When she learns that I have control of her feet, there's different things that come with that. One thing that comes with that is respect. She will respect my space. She will respect my signals that I give to her. And another thing that comes from that is trust. She knows that no matter where I move her feet, wherever position I put her in, whatever I take her, wherever I go with her, as long as she's with me, she's going to be pretty safe. There you go. So when you're doing this, and I can tell she's had round penning experience, If they ever turn in towards the fence, anytime that you become in danger or threatened by those back feet, that's a sign of disrespect. So, you never want their butt facing you. You always want their face. We're going to start moving her a little bit. And so if she ever turns into the fence, I'm going to apply a lot of pressure to her. Anytime you apply pressure, that's a discipline to a horse. Anytime you release that pressure, that's a reward. Let's see here. Oh, okay, another thing. So she's a pretty active horse. She's pretty, likes to go. She's, upbeat, kind of I call them parade horses. Meaning like they want to go, they want to move. They're not lazy, they're active. So with a lazy horse, you're going to have to work harder to get him going. With an active horse, you're not going to have to do much to get him going. And so sometimes with an active horse, if you let him just keep running around in one direction too long, it kind of pumps him up, kind of fuels the fire to keep going. So with active horses, you want to do a lot of, see that? She's turning front. Add pressure, add pressure, add pressure. Keep her going, drive her away. Okay, so I'm going to try it again. There. Notice I'm not going to add a lot of pressure. I want her to know that turning into me with her face is a good thing. I want her to do that. Anyway, so with active horses, you kind of want to do a lot of change of direction. Good. Because when you do that, it gets them thinking. They can't just run. I'm going to let her trot for a little bit. When you're changing the direction of their feet, you're getting them thinking. You're getting them paying attention to you. If they're just running, then they're just wild. They're just going. The more I change direction with the horse, hey. Right there, she turned to the fence. I'm going to go for it again. Oh. There. Good. See, I'm going to try and set her up to succeed. I don't want to set her up to fail. So when she turns to the fence like that, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to stop her. And I'm going to step in front and pull. I'm going to try and pull her nose towards me. Pull. Slow. Pull. Back up. There you go. There. So anytime you're moving towards the horse, you're pushing that part of the body. So if I want her face to come towards me, I gotta back up just a little bit. She wants to, well, I guess back up. See? Drew that face in front of me. Now I'm driving her away. And a lot of times, people ask, well, how do you know how long to do it? How do you know when to stop? Well, you kind of don't, but I just keep going until I see her signs of respect. Licking her lips, her head's further down. Consistency is a big thing. When she consistently turns in towards me, that's when I want to release that pressure and maybe change activity or stop for the day or something like that. But she has yet to lick her lips. She did it once. Good. Now, the most frustrating thing for someone who trains horses or trains people that train horses is laziness. When I start working with somebody and they just kind of walk, or, I mean, when you're training a horse, you got to get going. You know, there's sometimes where you just can't just walk. This is hard work, okay, guys? Like, you get a horse that really needs you to get active and get after it. There ain't no being lazy with it. You got to do it. Otherwise, there. She looked her lips right there. I'm going to stop her for a minute. Now, she looked into me right there, so I'm just going to give her some space here. The most frustrating thing for me is when I'm training horses with people and I'm helping somebody train their own horse, is when they are lazy and they won't get up and go and run. Sometimes you got to run with these horses. Like, when I was with this mare out in the pasture, I had to run my guts out. And sometimes you have to do that. If you want results and you want to make a change in this horse, you cannot be lazy. It just won't work. You have to be willing to run your guts out. You know, like right now I'm starting to get hot. I'm moving, you know. Oh, good. Okay, this horse has a problem with trusting people, okay? So when she moved into me, I'm okay with that for a little bit. But if you have a horse that's running all over the top of you and doesn't respect your space, then I would have applied pressure to her just then. Get out of my space. Don't come into my space. But with her, she's so scared of me, she doesn't want to be in my space. So I went ahead and let her come in. That's good. I like that. I like that. I'm going to take my jacket off here and see if she'll be alright with it. I'm just going to move this. See how she's stepping into me? That's awesome. I'm moving, so she's adjusting to where I'm moving. Okay, and I'm not going to be quiet about moving my jacket around, okay? I'm not going to be slow and scared for her. I'm not going to be slow and be worried about scaring her, because, you know, if she's going to get scared, this is the place to do it. I want her to be terrified. See that? How she didn't even scare at that? That's beautiful. That is awesome. This horse is a skittish horse. And so right now that tells me, okay, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, lady. So, okay, now what I'm going to do, so she's in a pretty good spot. She's listening to me. Notice, this is a whole new place for her. She has never been here before. She's never been in my trailer. This is a whole new place for her. So the fact that she is so focused on me right now is awesome. She's not dicking around with these other horses. She's not sniffing. She's not prancing around. She's not spooking at the cows behind us. I'm really happy with where she's at right now. So that's how you kind of know a place to stop. Sometimes you got to stop and see. Let them think about it for a minute. Like young horses, they got to think about things for a little bit. So I'm just kind of letting her think about that for a minute. You know, what did I just learn? What is this lady trying to tell me? Anytime she looks away, I'm going to kiss at her. I want her paying attention to me no matter what. Good girl. Okay, now she's resting her foot. She just cocked her leg. That's another sign of respect and relaxation, okay? I want her to be relaxed around me. I don't want her to be scared of me. I don't want her to be scared of my tools. I don't want her to be always wondering if I'm going to bite her, because I'm not, you know. I demand respect, but I want her to trust me. I want her to be comfortable with me and know that no matter where we're at, she's with me, she's going to be safe. If she's with another human, she's going to be safe. Now, another thing that is a pet peeve of mine is when people send their horses to a trainer and then just expect the problems to be solved. You can send a horse to a trainer for 30 days, but you better get your butt over there and learn the things that trainer's teaching your horse. Get over there and have that trainer teach you these things and do it with your horse while the trainer's there. That horse has to gain respect for you as well. It doesn't just, you know, it doesn't just count as one person and then she respects everybody, you know. With me, I'm going to gain the respect of this horse, teach her these things, and then I'm going to go with her owner and I'm going to teach her these things. I'm going to work with her and her owner. I'm going to have them working together. I want to not be in the picture anymore after these 30 days or however long. You know, what I'm doing, my main goal is to get it so that way you and your horse are where you want to be. I don't want to have to be in the picture anymore. And, you know, a lot of trainers will be like, well, just bring her back to me if she's not where you want her. That's not going to, you know, I'm not here to just take your money. I want you and your horse to get where you need to be. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with her. And I'm just going to keep moving her feet a little bit. I'm going to do what's called yielding her hindquarters, and I'll talk to you while I'm doing it. I'm going to go to her back. See how she's doing that? Good. Good. See, I didn't have to move very far. You notice I didn't have to do a lot to get her feet to move. Okay, I'm going to go back. Okay, so that's her sticky side. All I'm doing is making it so her butt moves away from me and her face stays to me. You notice right then, she ran away. She does not like me on that side. A lot of horses will have a comfortable side. A lot of horses, it'll be this left side, because you think about it when you're saddling them, anything like that, you're always on this one side. So this is her sticky side. She doesn't like me on her right side. Let's try this again. Whoa. Lick her lips, that's good. I'm going to go to her hindquarters. want her to stop because I don't want her to move those front feet. I just want her to pivot her back feet. Good girl. You want to try it again? Go. Okay, now notice right there, she went to walk off. I came back to her front and said, hey, whoa, stop. I'm going to go to her back. See how she won't let me get to her side? Whoa. Good. Okay, see how she moved right there? Now I'm going to stop. I'm going to reward that. I'm going to release that pressure. That's what I wanted. Good girl. Good. Now, our goal right here is to get it so that way I go from being in the middle to being in the outside, and she's in the middle. So, the way to do that is we're going to go to her hindquarters. We're going to pivot her all the way. Good. Okay, now she's cut me off with her head and her shoulders, so I'm going to come back to this side. Good. Basically, my goal is for me to walk all the way around her and then have her following me around the round pen. Now, I don't know how far she is. Whoa, I'm going to reach up and put her. Whoa, whoa. I'm going to keep doing it. She can run, whatever, but this stick isn't going to disappear till she stands still. Good girl. So I made a little bit of a mistake right there. I don't know if you noticed, but as soon as she went to jump, I pulled that stick back, and that was releasing the pressure. That's not good. So, I'm not perfect, obviously. Whoa, good girl. See that? I don't want her to be scared of the stick. Okay, good girl. I'm going to go to her side. Good girl. Good, go to her side. Good girl. See, she's thinking about it. She's still not quite trusting me all the way, but it's going to take time to do this too. It's not going to happen over an hour of work. Good girl. I'm going to rub her with that stick. Good girl. I'm going to get in her space now. She doesn't like people in her space, so the more that I can get in her space, the better. I'm going to release. Good girl. I'm hoping you guys can see this. You may not be able to. I'm coming in with the stick. I'm rubbing it on her body. Good girl. Whoa, sis. I like to talk to my horses too. I don't want them to be scared of my voice. Good girl. Now I'm going to come to this other side. This is her skittish side now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now if she moves, I'm moving with her, okay? Good girl. As soon as she stands still and relaxes. Good girl. Then I'm going to move away. Good girl. Yeah, I'm going to try it again. Whoa, whoa. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to go back and try and yield her hindquarters. Got my elbow up here because I don't want her running over me. Good girl. Come back to the hindquarters. Good girl. There. See, now I'm going to circle out. She should start following me. And if she doesn't keep following me, good girl. I'm going to come back into that hindquarters. Good girl. Okay, now I'm going to switch direction. Go to this hindquarters. You're going to come in tight. Good girl. Come in tight. And then I'm going to start walking away. Okay, now she's kind of cut me off to that side. I'm going to switch direction. With her, I'm going to do it a little slow. I'm not going to, I mean, she's learning. She's learning to trust me, so I'm not going to go not so crackle on her. Good girl. Good girl, honey. There we go. Good. See, look at that. So we had her following us. Good girl. Okay, now I want you guys to look at my body language, okay? So when I was getting her feet to move, I had an active body language. I was up, I was kind of rigid, I was pushing energy forward. Now I'm cocking my leg, I'm sitting back, sticks on the ground, I'm just relaxed, okay? Whatever your body language is, their body language is going to reflect that. Good girl, I'm just going to rub her. Good girl. Okay, I've got a relaxed body language. Whoa. Now she's getting kind of skittish. I'm going to wait till she relaxes. Cross her leg. Good. Now I'm going to back up, give her that space. Another thing with horses is, if you're in their space a lot and you're rubbing on them, that can be a reward. But if you're in there too long, then it becomes pressure. It becomes a negative pressure to them. So sometimes you got to step back and release and let them just sit there and think about it. Just release that pressure. being in their space is not always a good thing. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to come to this side. This is her skittish side, so I'm going to come to this side. Good girl. I'm going to rub her face while I'm rubbing that. Whoa. Good girl. Whoa. Now I'm going to release, okay? She didn't move. She stayed there. Didn't move. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, now what I'm going to work on is desensitizing this mare, okay? I'm not going to do any more driving with her. She's following me around. This, another word for this right here, a lot of people use is the join up. You know, your horse joins up with you. I've gained her respect, gained her trust a little bit. I'm going to come in here, just rub on her, and I'm not going to be super soft. You know, I'm not going to be scared, like, because if you start being all sneaky about things, it scares them more. Because what do predators do? They sneak up to them. Horses are prey animals, okay? If you start sneaking around them, they're going to think you're going to pounce on them and bite them, okay? You don't want them to think that. The more the horse is aware of where you're at, the less scared of you they are. Good girl. I'm going to come down on the leg a little bit. Good girl. I'm going to rub back here. Good girl. By the time I get done with this mare, I want her to just let me just love all over this mare. And she's scary around her back feet. You go around by her butt, and she doesn't like your back there. I'm going to come back here. This is her sketchy side. I love that she's looking at me, okay? Good girl. I love that she's like kind of got her head tilted towards me. That's awesome. Because she's aware. She's wanting to catch any signals I give her of, you know, if I need her to move or anything. She's being aware. Notice I'm still being really relaxed in my body language. I want this mare to be really relaxed around me. I want her to trust me. I want her to know that I'm going to keep her safe. Okay, now, when I first picked her up in the trailer, doing this was not an option for her. Now, I'm not going to sit and do it over and over, okay? I'm going to have it be accidental if I do anything. Whoa, touch your nose. Good girl. Okay, now what I want to do with this mare is I'm going to desensitize. I'm going to work on desensitizing her to this, because I don't want her to be scared of it. So I'm going to go like this. And I'm just going to start rubbing it all over her. She's still a little flinchy. Good girl. Still a little flinchy. I'm going to rub this all over her. I'm going to swing that string up onto her butt. Whoa, whoa. I'm going to swing this string onto her butt. Now look at my body language, okay? I'm relaxed, okay? I can't stress it enough. Your body language is a huge thing to these horses. That's the only way they know how to communicate. You notice in a herd, okay, she's being good, so I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm going to release now for a minute. Now with these horses, you notice in a herd, when they're in the corral or out in the wild, body language is how they communicate with each other. If you ever see a nasty mare, she pins her ears at somebody, that horse moves. That's their body language. That mare was asserting herself. You know, if they're eating next to each other, they're relaxed, their heads are down, they're eating, they're swishing their tails just lightly. You know, one of their legs might be cocked. It's because they're relaxed around each other. So I want her to know my body language. I want her to be relaxed. Unless I change my body language. Good girl, I'm going to be relaxed. I'm going to kind of tip that nose towards me a little bit. Because as long as I have her nose and her eyes, her feet aren't going to be by me. There you go, good girl. I'm going to kind of violin that around her. And swing that up over there. Good girl. Good girl, bunny. We're going to try her feet. Good. Oh, she just took a big sigh, so I'm going to release that. Release that. Good girl, bunny. She's at a really good spot right now. I'm going to release. I'm going to try not touching her and swinging this. See what she thinks about it. Good girl, bunny. Good girl. I'm going to release. Step back a little bit. Let her know that she's doing really good, trusting me right now. Good girl. Now I'm going to try again. Okay. Gotta relax my body language. Okay. Not going to act like I'm about to strike her or anything. Good girl. Okay, now, some people might think, as I'm doing that, you may have heard the little whip start and crack on her shoulder. It hit her shoulder and it kind of whipped her a little bit. Now I want you to think about something. If that never happens to her in this situation right here, where it's safe, and I'm teaching her not to react to it, if it never happens right here, what happens when you're throwing your saddle up on her and that breast collar straps come down and whips her on the shoulder and she freaks out? She's got to be used to these things. She's got to be used to the stirrup slamming her in the shoulder. She's got to be used to it hitting her in their gut. She's got to be used to the cinch flailing around her head and up above her shoulders and everything like that. She's got to be used to these things because, you know, you're not always going to be careful. There's going to be accidents where you accidentally hit her with the stirrup, where you're throwing that saddle over and the whip or one of the straps comes around and hits her in the face. Those things are going to happen. It's better and safer for you and for her to get used to that in this controlled, safe situation. If you're sneaking around her in this and you're not letting that strap wrap her on the shoulder or wrap her around the legs or anything like that, then she's not going to know that's safe, that it's okay for that to happen sometimes. You know, because if I go to do that on accident and that happens, she freaks off, takes off, pulls from the trailer, busts her head stall, we're up in the mountain, she takes off running, I lose my horse, she gets eaten by a mountain lion, she's dead. You know, like, you have to get them used to anything in here. You have to bomb-proof them here, so that way when you get out in places like that, you're out riding them, you're with other horses, anything like that, that they're used to stuff happening to them. They're used to loud noises. They're used to things touching them and hitting them and whacking them. They've got to be used to that. They're horses, they're livestock, that happens. We're humans, we're klutzy, we're clumsy. Sometimes there's a lot of drunk people out there that are riding out drunk. Stuff is going to happen. Kids, what about kids? If you want your kids to be safe around them, they have to be used to loud noises. They have to be used to sudden movements and scary things. This is where this happens. This is the work. You have to put the work in. You cannot be lazy. You have to let that stuff happen here. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to come back in here on this side. Now this is her spooky side. I'm going to come back. Rubber. Whoa, sis. Whoa, sis. Now I'm going to try and open it up over her. Now I'm going to let that whip her around a little bit. I'm not going to purposely whip her with it. That's not the point. I'm not going to abuse her, but I want her to be used to this going around her legs. I want her to be used to this strap coming, flipping around, hitting her in the tummy. I want her to be used to it going around the front legs. She needs to be used to things going like this, maybe. Okay? So now, she's a little scary of that one, okay? We're going to have to hold off on that one. That was a little extreme for her. Maybe I'll just go like this, okay? Maybe I'll just put it up here like that. You gotta start with baby steps, right? We don't want to just start throwing firecrackers at her. That's not gonna do it. You have to move step by step with these animals. Now, just like that, like that. Now, if she's okay with this, I want that nose. Good. See? I want her to give me her face. I don't want her paying attention to that goofball gelding over there. I want her paying attention to me. Good girl. Okay. Now that she's pretty desensitized, I mean, she's still skitsy, and I'm not going full out on her. Let's see if I kiss at her, what she'll do. Come on. I love that. I love that she didn't just, like, take off. She was, like, looking at me like, now, wait a minute, what does that mean? Oh, sis. Come on, if I step back. Come on. She's trying to figure out what I want. Good girl. I love that. When she just licked her lips just then, that is the ultimate sign of respect and submissiveness from a horse. She's relaxed. She's like, oh, okay. This is, okay, you don't want to hurt me. You're not trying to kill me. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the halter on her. Because, again, I'm trying to set her up to succeed. I'm not trying to set her up to fail. So if I've got the halter on her, I can control her a little bit and help her understand things. Because I'm going to start hitting the ground with that whip right next to her both sides. I'm going to walk around her and do it. And I want her to be able to stand there. And if I'm doing that around her and she spooks, it's just going to make the process longer. So I kind of want to set her up to succeed here. Good girl. That's really good. She's doing extremely well in comparison yesterday when I was trying to catch her in the corral. This? I'm going to test her here. Look at that. If I would have done that, ooh, baby, we would have had ourselves a rodeo. Okay, I'm going to see what she does. Good girl. Now, when I'm putting these on, I want their head right here. Okay? If you're letting your horse get away with putting their head up in the air, jerking your arm around, they're not putting their nose in their head stall or their bridle or whatever, or their halter, you're doing something wrong, okay? That is not okay. I'm going to go like this and I'm just going to rub on her. Good girl. So I want her to know that her respecting me and giving her head to me is a good sign. That's good, sis. That's what I want. Okay, now, important thing with these horses, okay? You're working a horse that's scared of a lot of things. The most important thing may not be moving them in the round pen and moving their feet. You're wanting to teach them to not be scared of things, okay? I know that she's broke. She's been broke. She's been trained. The trainer that she was at was really good. She's got all the fancy reining things. She's broke for that. She's just scared of everything because of something that's happened in her life, okay? So my goal here isn't to break this horse. She doesn't need that. She's already broke. My goal here is to get her to trust me and to not be scared of things. If she's with me, she needs to trust me and know, look, I'm not going to put you in danger, okay? I want her to trust things and not be scared of things. My tools, myself, anything around us. I want her to be so focused on me that if a freaking bomb went off over there, she's just looking at me like, are we supposed to be scared or not? I want her to look at me to know what reaction she needs to do. Obviously if there's a mountain lion or something, shit's gonna go down. But, right now, she needs to just focus on me. Okay, where was I going with that? I don't know. You guys, this is gonna be kind of a trial run here. Okay. Oh, I know what I was saying. So, if you've got a scary horse that's more scared of things, that's what you need to focus on. You need to spend more time on that than you do moving their feet, getting them to move. You don't want her to move, right? We want her to be relaxed, just standing right here next to me. I love this. She needs to know that when she's with me, she's going to get air. She's going to be able to relax, okay? So, my main focus today, and what I'm going to spend more of my time on, is getting her to relax. Not be scared of my tools. Not be scared of bags, tarps, cows, trees, a clanging tarp thing, whatever. I don't care. That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to spend more time on that than running her around this round pen. Because if you do that, you're not getting anywhere. You're not progressing. We need to get her out of her comfort zone. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm not going to sit here and run her around the round pen anymore, if I can help it. Okay. All right. We're going to come here in the middle so you guys can see her. Now again, she's had experience with this lunge line. Okay, so we've worked on this a little bit. Okay. What we're going to do now is I'm going to desensitize her to this. So we're going to keep working on that. So I want her to be super bomb proof by the time we get down. Look at that. She doesn't even care. That's awesome. Good girl. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my body language, right? You got to check your body language. I'm relaxed. Now, notice where my left arm is, okay? I don't have this wrapped around my arm. That's a no-no. If she takes off running, she's going to rip your arm off. I've got a little bit of slack in there, but not too much, okay? I've got my hand up here. So if she starts to freak out, I don't want her hitting me in the head or hitting me. I want her to get away from me. So I'm going to rub her like this. Plus, it's good you can rub them like that. And I'm going to get up here kind of close to her, okay? I want to get in her space. I want her to be used to me right here. Now I'm going to check my body language. I've got my legs off and relaxed. I've got my hand up here. And I'm going to swing in. Okay. She didn't move at all. If I would have done that when we first started, she would have been all over this round pin. I'm going to rub her with it. Now I'm going to come back. Do it again. This time I'm going to bring up the heat. Good. Rub her. Notice when I go in to pet her with it, that little whip hit her in the tummy. She's okay. It's not going to kill her. Whoa. I might pop her a little bit. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to release on that side. I'm going to go this side. Now remember, this is her sketchy side, okay? So again, I have a hand up here, rubbing her. Whoa, whoa. Now I'm going to follow her, okay? You need to know wherever she goes. Oh my gosh. Look at that leg. See her back leg right there? See how it's cocked and relaxed? I'm going to release, okay? She started moving, and then she was like, oh, okay. Cock that leg, and she was fine, okay? Good girl. Good girl, honey. Good. She's doing really good. She's doing really good. Okay, we're going to turn up the heat. Good girl. Get that nose for me. Good girl. Okay, now, so she's good on the sides. I'm gonna kind of, for the video, I'm gonna show you guys some different ways that you can desensitize where you kind of want to go with this, okay? Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna give her a little bit more slack. We're gonna go like this, crisscross, okay? Good. Come back in here, rub her with that stick. Rub it between her eyes, her ears. Rub it on her neck, on her chest. Rub it between her legs. Good girl. Whoa. Whoa. Good girl. Okay. Again. Whoa. Whoa. Good. Good girl, buddy. Good girl. Now I'm going to whip it like this, okay? Good girl. Okay, now I'm going to switch it up. Now I'm going to try yielding her hindquarters. Good. Now another key. Oh, sorry. Poke her in the eye. She didn't do anything. Good girl. Now I'm going to come this side. Good. Good girl. She's doing extremely good. She's doing extremely good. Okay, now we're going to try doing a helicopter over her, okay? See how she does that. Maybe I want a roping horse, right? Maybe I want to be able to catch steers off this bugger. Maybe I'm riding in the mountain, need to catch a cow that's got a bad hoof. I want her to be used to that. Good girl. Good girl, didn't even care. What if I come in here and do it? You know, what if I come up a little closer to her? Start whipping it up here. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm going to choke up on that lead rope. I want her nose tipped towards me, right? If I've got her nose, then I don't have her butt. Good girl. Good girl. Rub her head. Good girl. Okay, we do it again. Notice where my hand's at. Notice my positioning. Notice my body language. Relax, right? Let that whip her a little bit. And go back to her legs. Good. That one wrapped all the way around there. She was like, what the? Didn't even care. Good girl. Look at this man. Look at this man. Hey, good girl. Thing is just kind of go crazy with it. You know, do it until she's done freaking out. Whoa, sis. This is her scary side. Choke up on that a little bit because I want to keep her face. Good. Get up there with that thing. Okay, now she's at a point where I'm not going to be so careful. Okay? I'm going to be kind of clumsy with it. I'm going to be kind of clumsy with it. You know what else I might do is now I might go like this. I might walk around the round pen going like this, leading her behind me. Okay? She's licking her lips. That's a super good sign. Okay, I love that. I love that. I'm going to release. Come back here. Pat her on the face with it. Put her back here. Now I'm going to go like this. Lead her around the round pen. Doing this. Okay? I want her to be so used to weird shit happening all the time that she just goes with it. Just goes with the flow, thinking, well, who knows what's going to happen with this girl. Maybe I might switch it up. Do like this, up over my head. Switch directions maybe. Just keep going. I'm going to keep this going. She's doing super good with it. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to switch hands with it. Just cut me off a little bit. There we go. Get this on that side. I want her to be used to everything happening on all sides, all around her. Right? I might accidentally go like this. See, she's scared of that. Good girl. Now I'm not just going to do that at first. Why do you think I'm not going to do that at first? If I would have done that at the very beginning, where was she going to run? Right over the top of me, right? I was watching a Clinton Anderson video, and he always says, when you're working with your horses, act like you've had a couple beers. I don't drink personally, but I think that's really funny. What he means is be clumsy. You know, don't be quiet and sneaky around these horses. Be quiet. Oh, drop my stick. Sorry. You know, like, oh, actually threw it. Sorry. You know, like, act like you are just stumbling. You can't, like, you've ran circles for about 20 minutes and you're dizzy. You know, oh, I tripped. You know, do crazy stuff like that. Get these horses used to weird shit happening. The more you do it here, the safer you're going to be later on, huh? Oh, good. Okay, I'm going to move on to something else now, okay? She's pretty desensitized. She's acting really good right now. I think it's time for the saddle, because let me tell you guys something. A horse will act differently with any kind of difference at first, okay? This horse is going to act like, she might act like a complete orangutan with the saddle, and she might be calm. I don't know. Usually, when I've worked with her before, she'll be calm on the ground and then kind of acts a little crazy with the saddle on. So, what I'm going to do now is, come here. We're going to put the saddle on her. Now, I'm going to tie her up here, and this is why. It's because I want her to sit and think about all the stuff we just did. These young horses, plus it's good for her to learn to just be tied up and be fine with it. Now, these horses need to learn to just be content just being tied up too. Like if I've got multiple horses to work, I will work the one while the other ones are tied up. Work the one, tie her up, let her rest, okay? If you've got a horse that's pawing at the ground or doesn't like being tied, hi sis, I'm gonna put her through the fence, see what she does. Ooh, she acted a little flinchy. Hey. Whoa, okay, I'm not gonna release. I'm gonna keep going until she lets me do it. Good girl. That's good. See, try all sorts of stuff. Always be in contact with horses. Always testing things, okay? Because at first when I stuck my arm through that fence right there, she pulled away. A little nervous about it. I don't want her to be nervous about it. I want that horse to just be fine with me doing anything and everything to her. So, anyway, you always gotta be testing these horses. They'll be bomb-proof only if you put the work in. Here's a fun fact for you while I'm brushing her off. You guys even see me? I don't know if you can see me. Not too far. Okay. Horses actually have those little hairs on their nose and their lips. That's how they kind of learn about different things. That's how they're like little feelers, okay? So when they're eating or doing anything like that, you'll notice that they've got their nose and they're rooting and stuff. That's kind of like their fingertips for us, right? Our fingertips can feel texture. They can feel like what things are. That's how they understand things. That's how they know what things are. It's through those little hairs on their nose. Okay, I love that. I love that she was like, she turned her head and like was watching where I was at, because that's telling me that she's like, okay, I gotta be aware where you're at, because you know my butt can't be by you, my head has to be by you. So that's really good. Now I'm gonna let her sniff that. Okay, I'm not gonna be gentle about this. every opportunity that you guys can get to sanitize these, or not sanitize, sorry, they're clean, to desensitize these horses, the better. Now, you know what I might do is I might go on that other side and do the same thing, right? Okay. Now, I'm not using a light saddle, I'm not using anything fancy. This is just my saddle. I'm not gonna tiptoe around her feelings right now, because if I'm riding her in the saddle, I want her to be used to the saddle, right? Notice I just throw it on there, okay? Not being gentle about it. Might whip that stirrup around a little bit. Sorry, you guys can't even see, but you know, see these little latigos right here? These buggers are mean. They'll whap them and everything. So that's what I'm, you know, when you're throwing that saddle up and over, you don't want her having that saddle hit her back and her taking off, okay? Want her to be used to this kind of whapping around her. Oh, I accidentally hit her butt. Sorry, sis. Accidentally hit her belly. That's good. That's good. Okay, whoa. Kind of careful around her bum. Gonna give her the cue. And I'm just lightly tapping her, okay? I'm not gonna freaking eat her butt. Whoa. Rub her to a stop. Good girl. Good girl. Want her to just be used to me everywhere, all around this mare. And want her to get used to me not being predictable, you know? I'm an unpredictable human. Never know what's gonna happen. Just gotta kind of be ready for it, and I want her to always be ready for it. Okay, I'm not gonna be light. I'm jiggling this cinch around. I'm jiggling the rope around, flinging stuff around, okay? You guys can't see me at all. Maybe I'll untie her, go to the center so y'all can see this. Let's see. Alright, sis. See how she does backing up. I tried doing it in the trailer. She wasn't having it. Good girl. Back up. Back. Good. Okay. Let's see how she does ground tying. You're tied. Good girl. Okay. Work on just getting this, moving this around, okay? I want her to just be used to me just dicking around back here. Like, what the, you know, got my saddle on here, got my rope on here. Who knows what my rope's gonna do. When she's running, that's gonna be whacking up against her on this bad side, this itchy side of hers. I might get that rope out and start swinging it and get her used to that rope. I might want to move cows on this horse. Might need to catch a stray cow running off. Catch a steer, do something like that, okay? I want her to just be ready for anything. Because you know what? In all reality, yeah, it's safer for us when they're used to just anything and everything and being bomb-proof, but in reality, it's better for them because it builds their confidence, you know? I mean, think about it, okay? When you're in a haunted house or somewhere scary, or you're in a place you've never been before, or up in the mountains in the dark and it's scary, you hear weird sounds, you don't have any confidence in yourself. You don't have confidence in your surroundings, okay? You're nervous, you're jumpy, you're scared, okay? That is a horrible feeling, and I don't want my horses to ever feel that around me. When they're not scared and when they're not jumpy and flighty and they're trusting and everything, they're calm, they're confident, they have a lot of peace. She sees them other horses over there. You know, that's what I want my horse to feel. I want her to feel like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be okay. Because that's a better feeling than being scared any day, any day. So, if you guys really want to love your horses, you really want to have a good relationship with them, you have to do this stuff. Sneaking around and being soft and being, oh, it's okay, baby. You're really not loving them, guys. That's the worst thing you can do for these horses. The best thing you can do for these horses is be a little rough with them. Be a little, you know, be a little noisy. Be a little drunk. Because in the end, they're going to love you so much because they trust you. And they're going to take care of you on the mountain or anywhere you're at. They're going to take care of you because you're taking care of them. That's how you build a relationship with these horses. These four-legged creatures are amazing animals if you'll do it right. Okay. I'm going to toss this stirrup around, okay? I'm going to get after it. I'm going to let that kind of hit her belly. Pat that. Say, it's okay, sir. I'm going to get this up there. On her right there. Okay, I'm going to throw that up over there. She's paying attention, okay? She's being a little watchy, but it's a good watchy, you know? She's kind of, that'll go away as we get more wet saddle blankets on her, you know? Gotta get used to that. Alright, let's try this. Now, people, do not just cinch this up super tight. Don't just rip this sucker up on her, okay? you're going to cause a cinchy horse, and then you'll never be able to get the damn saddle on her. You got to give her a minute to get everything adjusted, get the air moving around in her, okay? So I'm just going to make it snug, so that way if anything does happen, my saddle's not falling off, okay? Do not cinch it right up. It's back cinch. Put it on. Have it so it's just a little snug, maybe even a finger in between her and the belly. Do not cinch that bugger up, then it becomes a flank strap and you're riding a bronc. Okay, there's people that'll cinch that right out. Don't do that. Okay? That'd be like me grabbing you right here and sitting there tickling you. That's rude. There we go. Might love on her a little bit. Okay? Now notice, I'm doing everything on this side. Okay? This is what the only problem is she's really good on this side because this is where you do all the saddle stuff. Okay? I'm gonna go like this. Whoa, whoa. I might go like this. Start dinking around with this stuff over here. Right? You want to get them used to doing anything and everything on both sides. It's good for them. It's healthy. It gains confidence in themselves, surroundings, and yourself. Good girl. I'm going to grab that ear, maybe. Make sure that she's not head shy. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to dingle it around. See, she's just fine. She's just fine. She's been broke, guys. She's broke horse. She's just watchy. She's spooky. She's had a little bit of trauma lately, so it's kind of taken away her confidence. I mean, how many of you have been bucked off a horse and lost your confidence, right? That happens. Happens with every creature on this planet. There we go, okay? Rub that. Good girl. Look at that. See, she's doing really good. Now, I'm not going to focus on this too long, okay? If she's doing good, move on. Don't need to focus on something way too long, okay? Okay, now, she's had a minute to get used to the saddle right here. I'm going to snug it back up. There we go, okay? She's safe. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a couple different things. So, I'm going to change it up as much as I can because I want her to get used to, I want her to be the same horse no matter what tack is on her, no matter where I'm at. Okay? So, right now I'm just going to unclip this lead rope, leave the halter on her, but keep the saddle on. Then I'm going to round pin her. And then I might take the halter off, round pin her like that. Get her used to the saddle on, but with no tack on at all. Okay, and guarantee she's going to be fine with this because she's broke. She's already been broke. She's bored now. So, actually she's bored. She's bored. We're not going to round pin her with that. We're going to start putting these bags on her. So, I'm going to put this back on. And guys, there's no right or wrong with doing this, but you just kind of do it. You just do your thing. Just go with your gut. Whatever pops in your little brain, go with it. So I'm just going to put this over my arm so I can stop her if I need to. Or smell it. Wanted to get that head back, right? Look at that. Doesn't even care. Okay. So we're going to just kind of go like this. Rub it on her. Okay. Yeah, she might not even care about this. So I'm going to tie one right here. Now, she looked at that cow. I want her back on me, right? I don't want her to like look at the cow and then look back and be like, whoa, there's a bag, and start freaking out. Trying to set her up to succeed, not set her up to fail. Okay, there's a bag there. Now, she may be fine with these now, but when she starts moving, they start flapping in the wind and stuff, it might get her a little scary. I'll flip that a little bit, see? I'm going to be casual about this, guys. I'm not going to go, hey, here's a little bag. Like, no, I'm going to be really get after it and make the cowgirl up a little bit, okay? Now this one, I'm going to tie to this string. I'm going to have it loose so it sits here and flat. Because what if I've got a saddlebag on here and it's pure white and it's flapping around and hitting her on the side and stuff. So after you get them used to the bags, so I'm just going to kind of speed this up a little bit for you guys. After you get them used to the bags, just empty, start filling the bags up with rocks, dirt, leaves, whatever. Get some weight on those flapping around on her, okay? Now, it's the same stuff I do with all my colts. Anytime I'm breaking a horse, you know, you got to start somewhere, so you start with everything else. But to get to the desensitizing stage, this goes for any horse. In fact, I've got like a 20-year-old man I'm gonna go home and do this too because she's skitsy about things and it drives me crazy. Let's see how many bags I've got. I've got 3 more. Ooh, I'm gonna put one down here on the stirrup. Just tying it on there. These things, guys, I don't claim to be a big recycler, but I recycle grocery bags. Heck yeah. Okay, we're gonna put these on the other side now. Remember, this is her skitsy side. I'm gonna let her sniff it. So a lot of people say new side, new brain, right? Okay, that's really true. Horses, you may be able to do something on one side, but the other side might be a completely different story. There we go. I'm gonna rub her eye with it, really soft. Okay, I'm not gonna tack her eye. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Let's get a little rougher back here. Good girl. Okay, now put one on the stirrup. Yeah, there's that one. Put one on, where did I put it on the other side? Right here on the breast collar, okay? I'm going to put it on this rope. This rope is going to bounce around. It's going to make this bounce around too, right? I'm going to do that, put it on here. See, she's acting just fine right now. But when we start moving around, it might be a whole different story. I don't know. It's kind of up to this horse and whether or not she wants to keep sticking around bags or not. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to put one up here on this string right here. Look at her cocking that leg. She's relaxed. I love it. I love it. I love it. Nothing gets me more happy than a freaking relaxed horse. I can tell you that right now. There we go. Okay, that one's going to bounce around. Okay, now, what if you're out riding, you got some snackies with you, pull them out of your saddlebag, you're on top, right? I'm going to go on this side, see what she does. I'm going to put it on the horn. Okay? She's fine with it, but what happens when we start riding around, right? Gotta check her, we gotta test these things, gotta test it everywhere. Okay, I've got one more. I think I'm gonna put it on her tail, okay? Super nervous about her tail, her butt. I want to test everything possible here where it's safe, where it's controlled. She's not gonna get hurt, I'm not gonna get hurt. Okay, I'm gonna let that, put that up on the horn. Okay, let's see how she does. I'm gonna rub her butt a little bit, good girl. I'm gonna swoop down, grab that tail. Now notice how close I am to this mare, okay? The closer you are, the safer you are. That's true. I'm just gonna grab a little lock of hair here. Put this in it. And then tie this around here. Guarantee that one's gonna fall out, but even better. Okay, so we've got these bags all over this mare. I had more, but I don't know where they went, so we'll just move them around. Okay, I'm gonna take this lunge line off. I'm just gonna round pin her now, okay? We're gonna test this out. Okay, now, another thing when you're round pinning a horse, lunging it, whatever. Whoever loses, or whoever moves their feet first, loses, okay? So, if I have to move my feet first to get her to move her feet, I've lost the alpha mark, okay? I want to be alpha to this mare. I'm the alpha mare in this herd, okay? So, I don't want to have to move my feet. I just want to go like this. Boom, okay? Go ahead. Look at that. Now, the best gait for any horse to learn anything is loping and trotting. They are not going to learn a damn thing if you're walking them around. That's not when they learn things. Move the feet. Ooh, good. Look at this. Look at this mare. Good girl. She doesn't give a shit about their back. She's got her ear turned into me. She's just watching me. I love that. Whoa. Whoa. Good girl. Oh, hey, stop her. There we go. See, she's getting a little watchy. I can tell right now she's getting a little reactive. we're waking her back up. Oh, good girl. Good, she's licking her lips, see that? Good girl. Good. Yeah, see, I just slow my pace down a little bit. She slows hers. You want to go for a minute? Okay, you stop her. Point. There you go. Oh, there you go. Okay, notice when I tell her to go, I'm not just going to come in there whipping and screaming and whistling. Kind of come in there slow, like, hey, this is your first chance. Kissing is your second chance. Okay. Good. Good girl. Licking her lips. I love that. Good. Now, I have a feeling that some of you might be watching our round pen beginners, which is totally fine. This is kind of advanced, okay? I'm not really going through the step by step. I will make kind of a beginner step by step round penning video if it's wanted. Just comment on this video and I can do that for you guys, no problem. Because in fact, I'm going to try it with my old mare. I don't know if she's ever had it done. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Up. Up. There you go. Going back to the basics, right? I'm trying to get her to walk into me here. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Sometimes if you do that, we'll try it. We'll do this. Okay, so I'm going to try and get her to follow me now, right? Good girl. Now, switch. She knows it's pretty good now, right? So notice my pace is a little bit quicker, right? Good girl. I love that. Good girl. So I think you guys can hear that whistle that I'm doing. I've done that with every horse I've ever owned. Basically what I'm trying to do is get them so if I whistle like that, they'll come to me. Good girl. She did great. So at this point, I'm actually out of time, but she did extremely good today. I am so pleased with this mare right now. Come here, bunny. She's smart. Good girl. She's smart. She's been broke well. She's got the foundation, the past. She had a little incident that kind of made her forget it all. She's had a lot of time off. She's only 6 or 7, so she's younger. Okay. Time off and laziness on our part is what ruins these horses. Okay, I'm kind of patting her on this side. So, if you guys want to make a good horse, you got to put the time in. You got to have the consistency. Consistency, or lack of, is horse's worst enemy. Huh, sis? So, if I had more time, I'd be riding her with all them bags and stuff on her. I'd put a bag on her head, on her forelock, everything like that. But since I'm out of time, I gotta go spend time with my kids and my husband, and I'm so excited about that. But I'm really pleased with this little mare. I think she did an extremely good job today. She's willing to please. She wants to be able to trust somebody. She needs a leader, and if somebody doesn't step up for her, then she's not going to be a happy horse. These horses got to have leaders. They've got to have an alpha mare to follow, and they need to have the confidence. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any questions at all, throw it down in the comments. Message me, give me a call, whatever you want to do. I'm just here to help you guys get where you want to be with your horse. It's not about me, it's not about money, it's not about nothing like that. It's about people being able to enjoy these beautiful creatures that God has given us. These four-leggeds are amazing, and I want people to enjoy them and not be scared of them. Enjoy and see the reason why us horse people are just so damn crazy about them. It's worth it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Good girl.